about its basic ideas. And in last lecture, we have discussed about how to create the word problem mathematically and execute the problem with our basic understanding. So before starting with practice set 5.2, I would like to tell you the question number 7, 8, 9, 10. This is being excluded from the syllabus as per guidelines from our state board. So we'll be solving 6 problems. After that, you're going to have problem set which you're going to solve. So we are going to complete 6 problems of practice set 5.2 today. So let's start with the activity which is given on page number 90. Please keep textbook in front of you. So what is given? In activity 1, they have given us that we are having a rectangle page number 90. Activity 1. We are having a rectangle whose length is x units and breadth is y units. So now they have applied conditions on this and they're asking what will be your understanding, frame the equation according to that. So the topmost box, they have given the condition that sum of, means here I am acting as a rectangle, my length is x and breadth is y. So if sum of my length and breadth is 36. Sum means plus. So plus addition of whom? Length. What is the value of length? Length is x. So write x. And breadth is y. So y. So x plus y is means equal to how much? 36. So we are done with the first box which is on the top. Hope you have understood this. Next is difference between my length and breadth is 6 unit. Difference between length and breadth is 6 units. And breadth is 6 units. Difference means subtraction. So we are going to draw a box here. Difference between length and breadth. Difference between length and breadth is x, breadth is y. So difference is given by minus. So x minus y is equal to 6 units. Okay. Even this is done. Now, on left hand side, means if you're saying it is left, if I'm doing it is. So what is the condition given? If the breadth is subtracted from twice the length, the answer is 27. If the breadth breadth is subtracted from what? Twice the length. Twice the length. The answer is 27. Answer is 27. We'll frame the equation. Breadth is subtracted from twice the length. Means from means we are subtracting breadth from twice the length. So twice the length. Length is x unit. Twice means 2 times x. And what we are taking out from twice the length, we are taking out breadth. What is the value of breadth? So minus y. And what is the answer that we are getting? Is equal to 27. So is equal to 27. Hope you have understood this. Breadth means y is subtracted, means taken out from twice the length. This we have understood, and this type of concept we have done in our last session. So please try to recollect it. It's an activity which will help us to understand in how to frame a mathematical equation from a given word problem. So this is for understanding and making our concepts clear. Breadth is subtracted from twice the length. Answer is 27. Next. My breadth is 5/7 times of the length. So breadth is 5/7 times length. So here, breadth is, what is your breadth? Y. Y is equal to 5/7. 5/7 times means multiplication into length. Right. So we have completed this activity. Now, as per our understanding, we have understood how to frame mathematical equations from the given word problem, which will be very helpful to solve this practice set 5.2. So let's start with practice set 5.2. Yeah, everyone, just read question number 1 so that we can easily frame. First, what we need to do? I'm revising the concept that we have done in our last session, that is steps. Read the given word problem carefully and try to understand it. Means we have to read the question given and we should understand first before executing. From the given information, what they're asking, if they're asking us to find out, say, percentage, so select their percentage be x and y. If they're asking us to find the number of some coins, number of 2 rupee coin and number of 5 rupee coin, so let the number of 5 rupee coin be x and number of 2 rupee coin be y. So accordingly, you have to give them a variable, means unknowns, which is to be found. And how it is to be found? It is to be found by solving the equation simultaneously after framing a mathematical equation. After that, find the solution and substitute and write the final answer. Okay, so let's move to exercise. Practice set 5.2, question number 1. So in an envelope, there are some 5 rupee notes and some 10 rupee notes. Total amount of these notes together is 350 rupees. Number of 5 rupee notes are less by 10. Okay, less by 10 than number of 10 rupee notes. Very important statement. Huh? Number of. Okay, so they have given the second condition, which is very important and need to be understood properly. Full stop. Then find the number of 5 rupee and 10 rupee note. So they're asking us to find the 5 rupee note and 10 rupee notes. So let's start with the solution. Solution number 1. let the number of 5 rupee notes we are assuming number of 5 rupee note be x and number of 10 rupee notes be y. Okay, we have assumed this. So if total amount of 5 rupee note is 50, so how many notes are there? 5 into 10 means number of 5 rupee note is 10. This is your x. Try to understand this. So whenever we are having the amount, so we have to take it as multiple of, means whenever we are going to take amount of 5, as they have given us the total amount of these notes together is 350. X plus y is a number, so they are giving us amount. If I will write x plus y is equal to 350, then it is wrong, totally wrong. Why? Because number of 5 rupees. So say if 5 rupee note is 15, or say 20, say 20, 5 rupee note is 20, so 20 means 100 rupees. Okay, this is 5 rupee note. It is its number. So 5 into 20 is 100, and 10 rupee note is say 25. 25 notes of 10 notes. So this is 250. This is giving me 350. So if I will write their numbers, means x plus y, then it is totally incorrect now, because x plus y is 45 here. But we want its amount. When you're going to get the amount, if you're going to multiply 5 with 20 plus 10 into 25, then you're going to get 350. Yeah, that is correct. So this is the proper way of understanding. So let's execute it. So therefore, according to given condition, according to given condition, 5 into x plus 10 into y forms amount of 350. So we can write this as, that is taking 5 common, or you can multiply or divide by 5 throughout. We will divide, that is dividing, you can write dividing the above equation by 5, we get 5x upon 5 plus 10y upon 5 is equal to 350 upon 5. Cancel 1 1, 5 ones are 5 ones are 5 ones are 5 twos are 5 ones are 5 7 0 70. That is x plus 2y is equal to 70. Say this is my equation number 1. Hope steps are clear. Now we'll move to second condition. number of 5 rupee note, as we know that number of 5 rupee note is what? X. We have assumed number of 5 rupee note to be X. So number of 5 rupee note X are less by 10, means whatever is the number of 10 rupee note. Try to understand now. Number of 5 rupee note are less by 10 than number of 10 rupee note. Number of, so how we will frame this? Number of 5 rupee note is X are less by 10 than the number of 10 rupee note. Number of 10 rupee note is Y, and we will remove 10 from that. So what we will get? In an envelope there are 5 rupee notes and some 10 rupee notes. Total amount of these notes is 350 rupees. So X plus Y is 350, means 5X plus 10Y. And number of 5 rupee notes is X are less by 10 than the number of 10 rupee note. So number of 10 rupee note. So this is X equal to Y, whatever the number of 10 rupee note, minus 10. Hope you have understood this. So we can write this as X minus Y equal to minus 10. Now, say this is my equation number 2. Hope you have understood this. So now we can see that the coefficient of X is same. So we will subtract it. So subtracting equation 1 and 2. X is equal to minus 10. Taking Y to this side, yeah. Subtracting equation 1 and equation 2. We get X plus 2Y is equal to 70, and we are having X minus Y is equal to minus 10. Subtracting means sign changes, minus plus plus. Wait, there is some mistake. Number of 5 rupee note are less by 10, and the number of twice the 10 rupee note will come. Here it is a mistake in a textbook. Wait, okay. So we'll change the equation. Printing mistake is there in a textbook. Sorry. Because of which we will reach to the wrong answer. So what we will be having? We'll be having X equal to twice the 10 rupee note minus 10 rupee note. Okay. So subtracting equation 1 and 2, what we will get? This is X minus 2Y equal to minus 10. So equal to minus 10. So now we can add, since we are having coefficient, opposite coefficient of the same variable, that is y. So we can just, instead of subtracting, we will add, adding equation 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and equation 2, we get, what do we get? X plus 2y equal to 70 and x minus 2y is equal to minus 10. If you will add, sign will remain same. 2y gets striked out because variable with same coefficient having opposite sign. X plus x is 2x, and here plus 0y is equal to 60. So therefore, 2x is equal to 60. So therefore, x is equal to 60 divided by 2 is 1 are 3, 0. So therefore, value of x is 30. Value of x is 30. Now substituting the value of x in any of the equation that you feel like. Say, I'll be using first equation. Substituting x equal to 30 in equation 1, we get, what was the first equation? That is x plus, so 30 plus 2y is equal to 70. So therefore, 2y, taking 30 to that side, that is 70 minus 30, which is 40. So therefore, y is equal to, taking 2 to that side, which will take a form of a division. 1s are, 2 zeros are. So we got answer as 20, which is 20. So therefore, x is equal to 30 and y is equal to 20. So the number of, therefore, the number of 5 rupee note is 30 and the number of 10 rupee note is 20. Okay, so we are done with the first problem. Very simple, because of the printing mistake, we have lost the flow. Otherwise, it was very simple. Just try to understand. Things are very easy. Now, the next problem is based on numerator and denominator, which can be easily solved by you. You have to assume the required fraction to be x and y, and according to the given condition, you have to work on this. Similarly, third problem you can see is very simple. That is the problems based on the sum of the ages of Priyanka and Deepika is 34 years. Priyanka is elder. We have done this type of a problem. We have to assume the Priyanka's age to be x and Deepika's age to be y, and then you have to execute the problem. So let's start with problem number 4, which is a bit interesting. We have to think on this. We cannot get directly the answer. The total number of lions and peacocks in a certain zoo is 50. Okay, lion and peacocks. So let me rub and let me do the rough framework for you. Once you have understood the rough framework, you can easily get the Yeah, the total. As they are asking me to find the number of lions and peacocks in a zoo. Okay, let the number of lions be Bx and peacocks be By. Okay, so number of lion is X and number of peacocks in a zoo be Y. So total number of lions and peacocks in a zoo means their addition according to first condition, X plus Y is equal to how much? 50. Okay, this is my first equation. The total number of their legs is 140. Okay, total leg is 140, but how we will get this 140? X indicates lion and lion have 4 legs. You know that this has 4 legs and peacock have 2 legs. So X will take a multiple of 4. So 4 into X plus peacock will take a multiple of 2. So 2Y, including the legs of these two, lion and peacocks, we should get answer 140. Okay, so we have framed the two equation and now we should execute the problem. Even this is easy, but still, interest is there, so we will execute the problem. A bit real life examples, as we are doing all the problem which is based on real life only. So it is creating an interest. Actually, we should do all the problems, but because of time limitations, we are doing. And if you're going to try homework, then it's beneficial for you. You will improve your understanding, and you will have that approach of tackling the problem of this type, and you can clear any type of competitive exams, and you can tackle, because in your further and higher studies you'll be getting a word problem, more and more word problem. If your word problem is clear and your concept is clear, you can easily tackle the problem of that types. So very useful. So solution 4. The total number of, so as we have seen the question, let the number of lions and peacocks in zoo be X and Y respectively. So let the number of lions be X and the number of peacocks be Y. Let the number of lions be X and the number of peacocks be Y. So therefore, according to given condition, according to given condition, what they have given, the total number of lion and peacock in a certain zoo is 50. So X plus Y is equal to 50. Hope nobody's having any doubt. This is my equation number 1. Very simple. Number of lion is X, number of peacock is Y, and their sum is 50, because total number of animals in a certain zoo, animals in the sense lion, peacock they're talking about. The total number of lion and peacock in a zoo is 50. So X plus Y, because we have assumed the number of lion and peacock to be X and Y respectively. Also, according to the second condition, what they're saying, the total number of their legs is 140. Legs is 140 in the sense we know that the number of legs lions have is 4. So X will take a form of 4X. 4 means if we are talking about one lion, if we are saying one lion, the number of legs contribution will be 4. Yes or no? So 4 into 1 is 4. That's why we are taking this. And X is the number of lions. If we are saying number of lions is 2, then contribution of the lions, 2 lions will be 8. 4 twos are 8. So this is the main aspect of right. So 4X plus 2Y is equal to how much? Is 140. 140. Okay. So we have framed both the equations. So this is my equation number 2. But still, we can take something common, or we can rewrite this as, that is, it is a multiple of 2. So dividing by 2 throughout, or say this is my equation number 2. Dividing equation 2 by 2 throughout. Throughout means on both sides. We get 4x divided by 2 plus 2y divided by 2 is equal to 140 divided by 2. Ones are, twos are, ones are, 70s are. Okay. So the equation that we get is of the form 2x plus y is equal to 70. Okay, so we are having this as equation number 3. Now we can see that variable y for both the equation is same. So subtracting equation, we are already having 2. So give it equation number 3 to avoid the confusion. So subtracting equation 1 from 3 from equation 3. From means it will come first, equation number 3. So that is 2x plus y is equal to 70. And our first equation was x plus y is equal to 50. Subtracting means there will be change in sign. So minus, minus, minus. 2x minus x is 1x. Plus minus. Terms with opposite sign gets cancelled. So plus 0y is equal to 70 minus 50 is 20. So therefore, x is equal to 20. Now, how to get the value of y? Just substitute in equation number 1. You can substitute in any of the equation you want, but I'm using first equation because there is no lots of calculation, only x and y is there. Just substitute the value of x and take x to that side. That is on the right hand side. You will get the required answer. So substituting x equal to 20 in equation number, is my answer, of x in equation 1 we get 20 plus y is equal to 50. Therefore, y is equal to 50 minus 20, which is 30. So, therefore, x is equal to 20 and y is equal to 30. So, we should write the final answer, that is the number of lions. Therefore, the number of lions is 20 and the number of peacocks is 30 in a certain zoo. In a certain zoo. Done. So we have completed this problem. Very simple. Just keep your concepts clear. Whatever you need to do according to the given condition. So now, as there have been only 10 minutes, we'll start with question number 5. 6 is also very easy. I will frame the equation. You can do it by yourself. We will do 5th, which is a bit interesting, based on salary and yearly increment. None of the problem is difficult. If you see that, if you're having a proper understanding, the concept is clear, you can execute the problem easily. Only you have to frame the mathematical equation properly, or else it will become difficult. Yeah, Sanjay gets fixed monthly salary. Okay. Every year there is certain increment in his salary. Okay, every year means we need to bold this statement. Every year there is a certain increment. There is some increment. After 4 years, his monthly salary was rupees 4,500. And after 10 years, his monthly salary became 5,400 rupees. Then find his original salary and yearly increment. Okay. So they are saying you need to find his original salary and yearly increment. How to find? As we don't know his original salary, let his original salary be X. Okay. And as we don't know his yearly increment, let his yearly increment be Y. There's a certain increment every year on his salary. So according to the first condition, after 4 years, suppose he has started with his original salary X. After 4 years, increment means every year some amount get added to your salary. So after 4 years, 4 times Y will be added to your salary according to the increment. If say first year you get Y increment, second year you are getting again Y. So it becomes 2Y. Third year, Y. So it is 3Y. Fourth year, it will be 4Y. Okay. So after 4 year increments, the amount is 4,500. And after 10 years, the second condition, his monthly salary became 5,400, means X plus 10Y. Okay, so according to the given condition, we got this 2 equations. So let's see how do we get the required answer. That is the original salary, because our intention is to get the value of, or to know the original salary and yearly increment. Let solution 5. Let the original salary be X. Let the original salary be X and yearly increment be Y. Yearly increment be Y. So therefore, according to given condition, what they are saying, After 4 years, his monthly salary was 4,500. Means started with X. After 4 years, there will be 4 increments, and his salary became 4,500. So this is my equation number 1. Again, according to given condition, also after 10 years, his monthly salary became 5,400. Means when 10 increments were added to his monthly salary, his salary became 5,400. This is equation number 2. So now we can see that we can subtract and get rid of this X. Subtracting equation 2 2 from 1. If we are doing 2 from 1, we will be getting negative value. Better subtract 1 from 2. Subtracting equation 1 from equation 2, we get X plus 10y equal to 5,400. When subtracted, when this equation this subtracted from equation 2, we get opposite sign. Means whatever plus we are having in this equation will get converted to minus, 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 minus. So terms with opposite sign gets cancelled. So this is 0x plus minus minus. So 10 minus 4 is 6. Y is equal to 5,400 minus 4,500 gives me 900. Hope everyone understood. So therefore, what do we get? We get 6y equal to 900. Means y is equal to 900 divided by 6. We know that 6 ones are 6, 15s are 90, which is we're having one more 0. So therefore, value of y is 150. Monthly increment we got. Now to get the value of x. Substituting y is equal to 150 in equation number 1. One we get, or equation 1 was x plus 4 into value of y 150 is equal to 4,500. So therefore, you can select any of the equations. You will get the same answer. So no need to worry. X plus 4 into 150. And you have to do 15 fours are, that is 60 and one more 0. 600 is equal to 4500. Therefore, x is equal to 4,500 minus 600, which is 3,900. So original salary 3,900 and the yearly increment we got as 150. So therefore, x equal to 3,900 and y is equal to 150. So write the answer. That is the statement. Hence, the original salary of Sanjay salary of Sanjay was 3,900 as we proceeded till 10 years. So it was, and his yearly increment is, because it's happening every year. So 150. Done. So we have completed this problem. So let me frame the equation for you, that is question number 6, and then we will stop. We have completed this problem. The price of 3 chairs and 2 tables is 4,500 rupees, and price of 5 chairs and 3 tables is 7,000 rupees. And find the price of 2 chairs and 2 tables. Let the cost of chairs be X. Price of one chair, one chair be X. One table be Y. We need to find 2x plus 2y, because they are asking for 2 chair and 2 tables. So 2x plus 2y will give you the answer. So one chair is X and one table is Y. 3 chairs and 2 tables is 4,500. 3 chairs plus 2 tables is equal to 4,500. Equation number 1. And second equation is 5x plus 5 chairs plus 3 tables. So 3y is equal to 7,000. Hope you can solve this and get the value of x first, and then use this equation to get the answer. So we have completed this chapter. You can use all the concepts that we have done to solve the problem set. Yeah, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mahendra sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.